Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, in this video, I'm going to be trying a build for Greymane. So a fair warning, this build is not by any means the most popular, and this may be the beginning of something I call like the hipster series, or sticking it to the mainstream, or main build, something. Anyway, just a series to highlight alternative builds that may present just an opportunity to play a character in sort of a new, quirky fashion. And the goal is that it still works, but takes a little adjustment. And today, spoilers, we're going to be going for a Q build. Now, many of you may remember that back pre a few patches ago, before they changed Greymane significantly, Q build was the build. You could pick a talent that would cause your cocktail to always explode. No matter, like, you didn't have to hit anyone, so it was a great poking tool. And Greymane actually had really strong poke in addition to his really strong engage. So not only could he poke, but if you engaged upon him to try and counter the poke, he could counter you by diving in Worgen form. Now they changed that, so the Q, they took that part, they took the always exploding part out, they changed the damage modifier, they removed some other talents, so he's a little different now. But the goal today is to try and see what we can make of this new Q build. So today we find ourselves on the Infernal Shrines. I really like characters who go well with the brown Hearthstone card. I really like the brown Hearthstone card as a mount. This is not working out. I thought this gold would match this gold better. No. Nope. But maybe that's the whole point of this hipster series. You're not supposed to match. It's supposed to be, yeah. Check me out, guys. We've got a couple. What is this? Why are they? Anyway, at level 1, we are going to go for Perfect Aim, which is going to increase the range of our Q. If you imagine, so it used to be probably from here to, no, come over here next to Crummy. Probably like from here till about here, and now it's much further. Okay, so we missed the first one of the game. No worries. We're just gonna come in here. We see Murden. Okay, so we're gonna hit him. We are not going to engage. We will pop this, because they seem to, so we can just stand here. Oh, that wasn't good. We do just want to keep poking. We do have to be mindful of, unlike the standard, or I guess the most popular Greymane build these days, where you're lowering the cooldown of your inner beast, we are not. So we have to be really cautious about when we use our inner beast, because we got to get a lot of value out of it. So like right here we can punish. Okay, so if ETC had, I don't know if he's that's completely my fault. I'm talking and trying to play here. I don't know if he slid out of that, but if he had slid in and stunned both of them, we could have made it out of there just fine. Additionally, Chromie was rotating somewhere. I'm not sure where. I don't know. So he already couldn't do enough for me before. I don't know why he's hanging around now. So there, yeah. So we can just poke in there. We're gonna come in here. Oh, and all right. So this already we can see that I'm pretty rusty on Greymane. That's 2 deaths within probably, 10 seconds? I think I got back there. Thrall did a good job of rotating down. No, Arthas is in top lane. So he was just waiting. Like, he just knew that I would come back there. I think Okay, so at level 4, we're going to go for Drought Overflow, which increases the cocktail explosion length by 35%. So we're going to be hopefully clearing waves. Okay, so we see Muradin. We see them. Okay, so everyone's moved up to the top. So I'm a little late. Although the shrine has been activated. All right. So we can just go in. See, so there's a situation where in the old build that would have gotten a lot of value because it would have exploded and caught those people behind. As it was. Oh jeez. Okay. Oh, we'll just get out of here. We'll just get out. And the nice thing here is we can immediately turn around, throw that, and miss. Okay. Whoa, wow. We are just all. Oh, come on. What is this? All right. So this feels a lot like I'm playing Nova without the stealth. Like this. Like the Q is actually about. This is pretty much a snipe from Nova. So we're kind of playing Snipe Master Greymane here, which I actually don't mind. And I might just. Okay. Oh well, that was a. Okay, we can trade. Okay. So that was another bad engage. Just because our cooldown. Where did our? I could have sworn our Arthas was closer by, and then he seemed to peace out. This is just kind of classic quick match, though. I apologize, but we are trying to perfect the Snipe Master Greymane. Which will start taking effect at level 7 when we start just buffing. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we're just gonna go in here. Okay, that's a clone, but I'm actually just gonna allow my inner beast to keep. Okay, and then we can go in here, miss with that. Okay, so at level 7 we're gonna take Incendiary Elixir. Am I gonna make it out? Oh, nope. Okay, Nova, picking me off as I'm picking talents. So at level 7, this is going to. So every time we hit a hero, we're increasing explosion damage. Unlike Wizened Duelist, this isn't gonna. We're not gonna lose these stacks if we die. And then after we hit 15 heroes, it's gonna reduce the cooldown by 4 seconds. Right now, it's got a 10-second cooldown, so it's gonna go down to 6 seconds. Chromie unfortunately missing that. Oh, can we save our Chromie? Okay, looks like she's making it out just fine. Is Nova hanging there? No, she's not. Okay, let's see if we can just pressure. Okay, we're just gonna stay here. Oh no, no, I don't. Okay, so this video may actually never make it online because I'm just dying far too much. Also, you'll see the incredible value of Sylvanas, especially in a quick match setting where, like, Sylvanas' value doesn't come from necessarily teamwork. It just comes from her disabling the buildings. So we aren't organized enough to counter that. So that's the end. Okay, so there we hit a hero. So you know what? I think my problem here is that I've been trying to engage too much. So I'm just gonna stand back here and poke. Okay, they have ultimates now, so I'm actually gonna try. Nope, rooted. Okay, yeah. So they're doing a really good job between Muradin, Arthas, and Thrall. They can pretty much, if I get close enough, they can just lock me down. So I actually think this is a decent map for the Snipe Master because their team is such that they really punish me for engaging. So it actually makes sense that I kind of do want to just hang back. My basic attack range isn't close enough that like I feel safe going in. Like even with Arthas there, I am really hesitant to go in. I can just poke. I can't. Wait, is that the real Nova? It was the real Nova. I don't even know how I'm doing on damage. Okay, I'm actually doing all right. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for Marks for the Kill. We're already. So this is gonna be. So this is like just more sniping. We're just gonna basically buff our human form as much as possible. And the Worgen form is kind of like a, they got to us, let's finish them off. We're trying to revive the old build as much as possible. So, let's see. So there we did 400, like, we did a significant amount of damage to that wave. Now granted, you can also do that in Worgen form. There's Thrall. We could have, well, there's a lot of them. Alright, so we're just going to try and hit some heroes here. I'm not sure, oh. Okay, so we actually want to really get out of there. Okay, so there was that. Okay, so Thrall can actually just stand there. Okay, so that wasn't bad because you can't drink out of those when they're frozen. Please unfreeze. Thank you. Just poke this wave down. Grab that. How many do we? Oh, nice mosh. See if I can help with that kill. Poke in a little bit. Yeah, so we're coming back a little bit here. Now that we're not diving in, we have hit 110. Okay, so we've got 110 out of 150. Thank you, Arthas, for coming in. Okay, so now we've got 120 out of 150. So we'll just go in here and burst him down. Yeah, so right now I actually feel pretty good about staying in Worgen form, so I have the disengage. Then I can just do this. We'll just make him vulnerable. Kill him. That is not the real Nova. I really don't want to die here. Oh, okay. We're just going to run away. Sylvanas maybe looking like she wanted to get me. The unfortunate part here is that although we got the Punisher, we're all so low that we can't... We did not get the Oh my gosh. How did we not get that? Okay, so we didn't get the Punisher. We didn't really get anything. I had to go back. Well done. I thought I had to go back. I'm not really... I think we're going to go for still on the prowl so that we can just kite people better. Here we can just, especially on this guy, we could just do a little of this, and then we're super fast. So we can, yeah, this is pretty standard. Okay, and I don't feel bad about going in here and just bursting that guy down. All right, not bad, not bad. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, so they're going to push middle, so we can go poke them. We're actually top on everything now, which is pretty cool. Oh, want to get out of that. Okay, so we're gonna hit him. That was probably poor use, but it's actually Mark for the Kill is actually on a 40-second cooldown now, so we can be decently, you know, like we can actually use it pretty liberally. Okay, we're gonna stay on Greymane here, or on Muradin here. We're just gonna burst him down, and then we're gonna pull back. But we do have our Q up, so we can just miss. If we did have a sippy cup, we do have that up. And whoa, I'm not sure how that missed. I don't feel comfortable going in there at all. Yep, and this is exactly why. Because Thrall can just do this now. Fortunately, oh, he might try and... Oh, don't bounce back to me. Don't... Oh, shoot those minions, though. They might get me. Yeah, that on the prowl movement speed increase really helping us out there. That was good. We'll just burst that down. I'm actually going to go all the way back to heal up. We've lost all our forts now. So we're not doing too well. But you can see I'm keeping in line with, I mean, our siege damage overall. Sylvanas is just wrecking us, but I mean, I'm actually keeping in line with Thrall with this build. So I'm up to 150, so I'm down to, it's a 6-second cooldown now. We could probably still do this, I think, especially if someone comes and helps us. Yeah, so... Yeah, so there we go. And at level 20, we'll definitely pick up the... Well, you know what? What's the 20 upgrade for Mark for the Kill? Is now refreshed by any damage. So that could be really good. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, he's focusing me, so we're gonna turn around. We are gonna... I don't know, did we hit anyone? Who did we hit? Oh, we hit Arthas. Okay, Nova might be able to kill us here. Yep, Chain Lightning. Okay. So the level 20 refreshed by any damage. Now, is it any of our damage? By any damage done. That sounds like just anyone in general. Which could be really good for us. It almost makes me at level... Well, no, this is invulnerable. Or, you can't pass this up over the attack range. Let's see. Are we going to get to 16? We are 16. I didn't pick this talent. So at 16, how long has Chromie been gone? Just for 5 minutes or so. Okay, cool. Chromie's gone. I think here we will go for... We're going to go for Eager Wolf. So we're just really... Not only will we be able to... Like... We're going to just totally... Okay, so Nova's on us again. She's going to try and kill us, but we've got our speed buff up. I missed with that. That's annoying. Okay, so this isn't going terribly well. Murden trying to block me there. I missed with my ultimate. That's what it, okay, and we lost. So I think I will put this video up to showcase some of the trade-offs that you get with this build. I think despite how bad some of those situations were that I dove into, if you were buffing your Worgen form, you may have been able to turn them around more because you're doing more damage as a Worgen. Here, with this build, you really have to be careful when you go in because you're so dependent on your human form. Like all your damage is your human form for the most part. Like your Worgen's still really powerful. It's just not quite as powerful as the standard build these days. So to go, well, here we can look at the stats. So I hate to talk about numbers, but you see that we still did 37,000. I mean, we had 7 deaths. It was ridiculous. Like we were dying all over the place. In situations we necessarily like we were just getting caught out. So we had Arthas, Thrall, Muradin, Nova. I don't. Maybe Sylvanas went for a slow. She did not. Although Wailing Arrow was terrible as well. But like here, right, I mean, this is just a huge punish for going in. So that being said, perhaps this is the type of game where, going back to that old Q build, this I'm going to call it Snipe Master Greymane, is really the way to go, because you do get that incredible poke damage. Our siege damage, Greymane is actually a very good sieger. I could have gotten more camps. Okay, so. Like Arthas, sort of passively, I don't know what talents they are. Arthas went for... yeah, just sort of sustain. And then, the Biting Cold. What did their Arthas go for? Trail of Frost. More lockdown. Makes sense. They were just locking people down the whole game. Executioner, given that we had Arthas and ETC, could have been useful here too. Especially since, well, here. I'll look at Executioner in a moment. I'll finish up this screen by going over the talents. So, at level 1, for the Snipe Master Greymane build, level 1, you're going to go for Perfect Aim, because you want to increase the range of your cocktail, plus you're getting back mana if you hit a hero, so it really lets you stay out there longer. Level 4, going to go for the Explosion Length. So, not only, like, you're just hitting farther behind more potential for more damage. Maybe there's a better. We'll look at level 4. Maybe there's a better choice there. Level 7, Incendiary Elixir. This is incredibly important. So every time you hit an enemy, you're going to be increasing the damage up to 150, the explosion damage. And after you hit 15 heroes, you reduce the cooldown by 4, which is very important because then you have a 6-second cooldown. So the things that are on a 6-second cooldown, Falstad's Q. Once you have Tailwind, that's about 6 seconds. So imagine that. So imagine you're once you get them about the same time. So between 7 and 13, you can hit 15 heroes, probably. So, and that's when Falstad would pick up Tailwind, which is kind of funny because on 13 you're picking up your movement speed increase. So you kind of become Falstad-esque. Yeah. You cannot fly across the screen. I apologize. There's no talent to give Greymane wings. You're gonna have to turn to Red Bull sponsorship. So at 7, going for Incendiary Elixir. Very key. At level 10, marked for the kill, 40-second cooldown. You still can miss. That's the huge downside of this. You miss, but you saw there with all that melee, it was just kind of this big clump where I was just like, I could just shoot into it. It does only 68 damage. That seems like a nerf as well. I didn't realize they nerfed the damage. That's unfortunate. But the key is that at level 20, that vulnerability is just refreshed by any damage. So you can, mark for the kill, and then poke, and your team can poke, and it's just you get more utility, more ranged utility. Then at level 13, we're going for On the Prowl because we just want to have faster movement, so we can either pursue or run away while we're keeping up, while we're poking. And then at 16, Eager Wolf, just for a little fast, just more. We're already wanting to keep Inner Beast up. Let's keep it up even more and get more value out of it. And then at 20, I think we would have picked the upgraded Marked for the Kill. So this is every 40 seconds, and I believe the cooldown starts after you use it. So depending on how long you keep up at level 20, depending on how long you keep up that vulnerability, like how long the fight goes on, it could be up again in a team fight, or for the next, definitely by the time the next team fight is there. So this could be a really useful tool for picking off stragglers. If you use it right at the beginning of a fight, it stays up through the duration of the fight, and then at the very end, you've got it again. Just adding a little more utility. So let's leave now. The talent, so potential other talents. Level 4. Dark Flight, giving block. Not great. Disengage with stealth. That actually, we saw that in this match, I was really punished for going in, especially since I was already not buffing Worgen form, so I wasn't doing the damage to burst down people before they could burst down me. So perhaps what's best is to take this so that I really can make it out safely when I do choose to engage. Another, I guess, maybe Insatiable. If you feel like you're running out of mana, even though, if you do miss, because you will, unless you're the best Snipe Master, you will miss, so you're not always refunding 50 mana, which is a good question. It is 70 mana, so this would guarantee that you make up mana. And coupled with the 13 and 16 talents, pretty handy. At level 7, we're not changing that. The 16 Executioner could be pretty handy. Just increasing your basic attack damage because that doesn't require you to be in Worgen form, so it would help you out in human form. And these two are Worgen form, so maybe Relentless Predator, so you, again, saving yourself when you go in. You know, you're like, okay, I'm going to go in, I'm going to make up for the lack of, the true lack of burst damage with Relentless Predator. So even if they do stun me, I can get out just fine. And then at level 20, if you chose to go for, go for the throat, or even if you chose Marked for the Kill, you could go for Hunter's Blunderbuss, where you're splashing. The difficult choice is that with Perfect Aim, the Gilnean Cocktail is significantly longer than our basic attack range. So it's like, is this hurting you because now they can engage on you harder? Are you going to get as much value out of this? Because you can poke from pretty far away with the cocktail. So something to think about. If you're behind, it actually might be Tooth and Claw just to clear minion waves faster for cleaving. Now you saw that once we had Incendiary Elixir, buffed, we were like minion waves kind of just crumbling with one cocktail. So maybe not necessary, but something to think about. I think that given picking Mark for the Kill, this adds an incredible amount of utility, especially especially for someone like Kerrigan, who's in the meta right now. Especially since Kerrigan, her whole thing, land the combo. When she's landing the combo, she's pretty stationary. So at that point, you could land your Marked for the Kill. Hopefully not all of your team got comboed. Like maybe your mages are still up. Because mage damage, it doesn't say it has to be like melee damage. It's just any damage is now going to refresh the Marked for the Kill. So Kerrigan's someone who recent buffs have made her more made her tankier. So take her out sooner. So that's just something to think about. Again, I will completely agree. Marked for the Kill, the fact that it can miss, really bad. This is truly the Snipe Master. Like, imagine like triple tap. Imagine it wasn't just guaranteed. Like you had to aim and hit them. It's kind of like that. But Marked for the Kill. It is unfortunate they lowered the range. They shortened the range. The old Marked for the Kill was really fun, and that you could just jump in. So unfortunately. All right, that's enough rambling. We're going to continue this, so maybe this won't just be a sort of like unique hipster. We're not just going to, I'll just pick Nazebo, and we're just going to pick all the, we'll just pick all the really goofy talents. No, we'll put some thought into it. So for now, I'll stick with Greymane for a couple more videos. Try and see. Hopefully go up against different teams. There weren't a whole lot of mages in that team, so maybe against a team of mages, this would really not work well. That's something to think about. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave your comments below. I would love some feedback. If you moderately enjoyed what you saw, or if you're interested in seeing more, hit subscribe. Thank you so much now if you do hit subscribe. Otherwise, throw me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Throw me a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. If you do a thumbs down, tell me why. Tell me why in the comments. Constructive criticism is always more appreciated, but I'll take a blunt "you suck" as well. There, I said it. You can do it. All right. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you all with another Greymane, another live stream soon.